Alright, UFC Fight Night, Covington versus Buckley. Don't got much time, so let's get into it. The first fight on the card, Knuttson and Pierre Rodriguez. 8-0 versus 9-2. I looked at their records and their past opponents, and everything is pointing to Knuttson, but I could see a fraud check, maybe a decision. But she has faced good enough competition in comparison to Pierre Rodriguez, so I'm going Knuttson. Probably decision. We're gonna try and speed through these. Davey Grant, Ramon Tavares. He's 38. He is better, I feel like, overall, like everywhere with submissions and wrestling and all that. He can mix it in, but the younger, hungrier guy, I feel like, coming off, I think he's on like a 3-fight win streak. I'm gonna go Tavares here, by KO or decision. I'm gonna load up the odds afterward. Miranda Maverick, I feel like here has faced better competition and is better overall. So I'm going to lead with Maverick, probably by decision. This one I could see it going to decision, but I could also see a finish. KO by Tavares, I would assume. Miles John, Felipe Lima. If I'm going with my gut, initially I was leaning Miles John, but I think Lima is the better fighter, and he's younger, and about the same height. The reach is close enough, so yeah, it's about even, but I think Lima is better, and he'll be able to mix it up and probably get a finish. But I think sub or decision is a choice I took on my parlay. Next up is Sean Woodson and Fernando Padilla. He's a good fighter, but the only thing I hear about him is that he looks like a fucking alien. I think he probably gets it done. I think he probably finishes Padilla by KO. But I can also see a decision, but I'm going to go Woodson here. I like Klose. I think he's a good fighter, but he's 36. Height and reach disadvantage, and Alvarez is a great fighter. He's looked pretty good in all of his fights. So I'm going with him. Probably, I could see the finish. I would take a finish over a decision. This one, I was so hesitant. I'm going to go Michael Johnson. I think he's just a better fighter everywhere, but coming off a win, he's more likely to lose. But I'm going Michael Johnson if you are to bet. I would stay away from that one. And maybe this one, but I think this is I think that's pretty gimme. You know what I mean? So this is the only fight I would say I'm not sure. But I would go Michael Johnson. He's just better. Better pace, probably decision. He could clip him though. But unless he clips Johnson, but Johnson, he's like 40. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna go Johnson. This one, Navajo Sterling. He has a kickboxing background, so he's not just 5-0. So I'm going him. He looks way better. This dude is 34 and hasn't really done anything impressive in his fights. Too impressive. Yanez and Marcos. I was initially going Yanez here. I think he needs a KO to win. So I think he either wins by KO or I think Marcos by decision. But he could catch Yanez also. He does get caught sometimes, so I don't know. Maybe stay away from this one. 16-0 looks a lot better. He's faced, I feel like, better people though, Yanez. So my gut is telling me Yanez, and my brain's telling me Marcos. So I didn't really give an answer there, did I? Yeah, I would say Yanez by KO or Marcos by decision. Unless you want to take him decision or KO. I don't think he submits Yanez. This one, Petrino versus Jacoby. People are shitting on Petrino now because he dove into like a guillotine, but that's the only mistake really he's made in his fights. Good takedowns, good accuracy, good submission. I think he probably submits Jacoby, like round 2, if not round 1. But I could see Jacoby. He's a good striker. I could see him landing, maybe clipping him. But I'm gonna go Petrino here. Decision or submission. I would say KO, but I don't know. I feel like he probably gets a finish. Manel, Kape, and Bruno Silva. Yeah, my gut is telling me Kape here, or Manel Kape. He's I feel like he's better. He'll be able to defend the takedowns against Bruno Silva. He has better striking, so I'm leaning Manel Kape here, but I can see Silva winning. Probably a decision, maybe a split. Spamming takedowns, controlling them. It's not a bad idea to take Bruno Silva. He's plus 290 if you want to do another separate lay, but I'm going to go Kape. This one, yeah, I don't know. I was thinking Billy Q. Why does he look like that? I was thinking Billy Q at first. I like Swanson, though. He's a fucking OG, but he's 41. Yeah, and he likes to have his hands down. I'll probably go Billy Q here by KO or decision. But my gut was telling me Swanson by KO or decision. Nobody's getting subbed here. Okay, Covington and Buckley, the main event. Yeah, I gotta go Buckley. He physique-wise, he reminds me of like Kamaru Usman. I know they're like he's a southpaw. I think Usman's orthodox, but it's like Colby fighting Usman again if he was younger, and like I'm sure not as good at wrestling as Usman, but better striking. Cardio is I don't think has been an issue. Not really chinny. I think I could see Colby getting a decision here if this is prime Colby and he's ready, and all the stuff he was saying about the Edwards fight is true. I could see Colby just outpacing him, and he hasn't finished it. Yeah, it would have to be a decision for Colby. Or I can see Buckley. I don't know if he finishes Colby. Maybe a late TKO. Or probably decision. So I would take him by KO or decision, or you could just go decision, or you could just take money line. But that's what I'm thinking. I'm going Buckley, Billy Q, Kape, Petrino. I'm not sure if I have to pick one. I gotta go Marcos. Although I like Yanez too. Yeah, my gut was saying Yanez, but I'm gonna go Marcos. Sterling, Johnson, Alvarez, Woodson, Lima, Maverick, Tavares, Knuttson. And we're going to load up DraftKings to see what the odds are for those. I'm also going to put these lays in so we win together, we ride together, you know what I mean? Let's see what we're working with. If we just go, we're just going to go money line for now. Is this all the underdogs? Is this all the favorites? It is, dude. Maybe I'll go Yanez instead of Marcos. I believe in Yanez. Seems like a favorite's kind of night. So if you bet $10, you would get 759. You bet $1, you win 75. It's you're not gonna hit all 13, so mix in as you will. If I go with what I really believe, so this is a 10 for pretty much 200. This is solid. 10 for, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do our locks. I think Covington is too old, so I'm gonna lock Buckley. Petrino is just younger and better than Jacoby. He had one mistake. I think he comes out and looks great against Jacoby. Petrino had it, yeah. I don't know if I said that right, but we're going Petrino. Sterling for sure. I don't think he first round KOs him. I'm going to switch this to, we're going to go Sterling by, dude, if Tukkos wins, that'd be a huge underdog. He's 10-4. He's not like completely terrible, but we'll go this Sterling. We're gonna do Buckley by, yeah. I'm gonna throw in my lay that I actually did. Dude, Colby could win. Anything is possible. We're just gonna go Yanez. I believe in Yanez. Michael Johnson. We'll say this goes over 1.5. I think this is a decision type of fight. At least over 1. Navajo Sterling. It could go decision. Him by KO or decision is 600. Yeah, I don't know. I'll just leave that for now. Petrino. I think he gets the finish. I don't think this goes to decision. Although it could. Roundtree did. We'll go Petrino by KO or decision. KO or submission. I think he gets the finish. I'm not sure. He could submit Jacoby. Yeah, I don't think it goes decision. No cop. Silva could win by decision, honestly. We'll have this one going decision. I don't think anybody gets finished. Woodson versus Padilla. Woodson moneyline is solid, but he's either KOing him or he's winning decision, which is like barely a difference. And I believe this goes, I don't think anybody gets KO'd here. He could maybe KO Davey Grant, but Grant can win it by decision. So I'm going to go ahead and say this is, we'll just take Tavares. $10 to win 1,500. This is my long shot. I'm pretty sure this is the one that I took. I don't think Knuttson. And low key, if we just go decision on this, would it be? Yeah, 450. Minus 250 versus what? 265. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. If you want to throw Davey Grant, I would understand, but that's my lines that I'm going with. That's actually a bet that I took, so we'll see. And I'm going to do like one more lock. Maverick probably by decision. Alright, that's what I'm rocking with. Let me know.